Hi all, I'm Sheila Sajan. Welcome to A Square Talks. So now consider you have an Excel sheet with large number of rows. Okay, so you are converting or turning that into a beautiful dashboard with Tableau. That's the power of Tableau. Here is a interesting part. Tableau can create dashboard like sales dashboard, retail analysis, and simple business report in just minutes. So whether you are a student or a working professional or a business owner, Tableau helps you to think visually.
Hi all. In this session, we'll learn Tableau in 1 hour. We'll focus on core data connection, basic visualization, and dashboard creation. So when we install Tableau, the start page is going to look like this. So this is the page where the journey is going to begin. So when you open Tableau, you can find the various connectivity sources. So these are the various types of connectivity sources like Excel, text file, JSON, and this is a database. Since my data is in Excel, I'm going to connect with Excel. So I'm going to click on Excel and I'm going to take the sample superstore. So my sample superstore data set has been loaded onto my Tableau desktop. So these are the tables in the sample superstore data set. So I'm going to drag two tables from here, order table and return table. Just have to drag and drop it. It is a simple procedure, simple drag and drop option. So in desktop, you will get two types of connection, live and extract. Live connection is basically for uh, real-time data, so which needs the network connection. So extract is nothing but you can make a copy of your data set and I can work on the extracted copy offline. That is the difference between live and extract. So I have made it as a inner join. So if I want to change to any other joints, just click there and we can change it. For now, we will keep it like this. And inner join means matching records from both the tables. So I am going to the sheet 1 and my data is listed like dimensions and measures. After connecting the data, the Tableau divides the fields into dimensions and measures. Dimensions are the data which is used to describe the information. For example, name, city, region, category, subcategory, which holds the categorical values. Those are called dimensions. And measures are the numeric data or the quantitative data which I can use it for calculation. Example, discount, profit, quantity, sales. Those kinds of data are called measures. So Tableau already listed or segregated into dimensions and measures. So this is the data pane. Data pane you can see, and this is the analytics pane. So here when you go here, you can see the show me panel. Under that show me panel, there are 24 charts. Default charts you can see. And here comes the shelves. There are 5 types of shelf, that is row shelf, column shelf, page shelf, filter shelf and mark shelf. Each have a different purpose. So row shelf or the column shelf are the ones which I can use it to create the visuals. So row shelf, if I'm dragging and dropping any dimensions or measures over there, it is going to create rows in the visualization. Columns means it is going to create columns in the visualization. Filter filters the data. Marks card or a mark shelf, it is going to control the color, size, and label. Page shelf. Page shelf is going to show the data over time. So mark shelf in the color category, it is going to control the appearance of the visual. This is the main worksheet area which I can use it to create the visuals. Now we'll create a simple visual, basic visual, how to create the visualization in Tableau. So for that, I'm going to drag one of the dimension, which is subcategory to the column or the row shelf, and the sales to the rows. So by default, you're going to get the column chart. So if you want to make it this as a ascending or a descending way, this is the option. So this I can make it as an ascending and this is descending. So if you want to, swap the rows with a column, just select this one. It is going to swap rows with a column and make it as an entire view depending on your choice. There are 4 types of view. By default, it will be in standard. I'm going to make it as a entire view. So I'm going to make use of the mark shelf over here to control the appearance of the visual. So these are the dimensions and these are the measures. So if we drag the dimension to the color, you get a distant or the multicolors, and a measure to the color, it comes in the gradient format. So totally up to the developer's choice to choose. So for now, I'm going to drag the subcategory to the color and it is going to change the appearance of the visual. Here you get the legends, and if I want the data labels over here, the easiest method is just click T, or else we'll have to drag the sales measure to the label both ways. So here we have created a simple bar chart, which is going to give you the sales by subcategory. And I'm going to give the title subcategory by sales. And if you want to format this title, just double click on the title and select it, make it as a central alignment. If you want to make it as bold, and if you want to make it as, this is totally up to your choice. Okay, so going to come like this, okay, and taking the next sheet. In that, we'll go with the dimension filter. So how to use the filter option? That is the one we are going to see over here. Same subcategory, I'm going to drag and drop it in the column shelf and sales. By default, you get a column chart and going to mix it up or make it as an ascending or a descending way. Right? And this time I'm going to drag the sales to the color to come in the gradient format. This is the gradient format and the labels are here, right? So I'm going to filter the dimensions. I want to display the top 5 subcategories based on their sale, or top 10 subcategories based on their sale. So here I'm going to drag the subcategory to the filter pane, filter shell. Just drop it over there. You get a dialog box like this, going to the top option by field, top 10 by sales. And you get the top 10 subcategories depending on their sale. Here, one more thing we can do here is this category, I can make it as a show filter. Just right click on that and click on show filter. You get it over here. So furniture category, you get it like that. So this is going to act as a quick filter. I'm going to the next sheet, which is going to go with the pie chart. Right. I'm going to drag the category to the column shelf and sales to the row shelf. By default, you get the column and I'm going with the pie chart. So the enable visuals are the one which I can use it. So here, going with the pie chart, make it as an entire view to bring it in the middle. And here I'm going to drag the category to the label, right? And click on T, sales to the label. All right, so this makes a pie chart and I'm going to give the heading like category by sales or sales by category. If you want to change the color of the pie, you can go to color, edit colors you can take. Furniture if you want to go with green color, and office supply if you want to go with any other pastel color. Technology, I'm going to keep it like that, right? So depending on your choice, you can change the color of the pie, right? So this is the option. Here, then we'll go with another type of chart. Here I'm going to have the order date and say monthly trends. I want to see monthly trends over a period of time. Okay. So here by default, so when I drag the order date this time, it will not come as a column chart. It is going to give you the line chart. Why? Because my dimension contains the time series. That is why. So making it to month. And if you want, yeah, it is going to display the month or monthly trends over a period of time. All right, so this is displaying the monthly trend over period of time. We'll give the name as monthly trend. Okay. So next we will see how to write the expression. Basically, Tableau is a low code tool. So simple expression we can write with a formula and create the visual. For example, let me drag the subcategory and this time I'm going to drag the profit. So I want to display the profit. uh, I want to display the subcategories which is having the profit above 10,000. Okay. So here, let me drag the subcategory to the color. I want to display the subcategories which is having the profit above 10,000. So here, when you go here, you can see a drop down arrow here, create calculated field. I'm going to write the expression over here. Just click on create calculated field. Just giving the name as condition. This is a user defined and simple expression I'm using, sum of profit greater than 10,000. That's all. So if my calculation doesn't contain any errors, it is going to display as my calculation is valid. Apply OK. So my condition is over here. That is a Boolean value. That's why it is coming as true or false. Just drag it to the filter pane and just select true value. So it is going to display the subcategories just having a profit greater than 10,000. Giving the name as condition. So that was a simple calculation. So another type of calculation is same. Another example we'll see how to extract the month from the order date. Going to drag the order date over here and make it as an exact date. So here select exact date and make it as discrete. It is going to display the exact date. So here I want to retrieve or extract the month from this order date column. Month is nothing but 010, right? So go here, just click on the drop down arrow, create calculated field. Just give the name as month and the function expression is also month, and I'll just have to pass the order date, that is the argument. Right, okay. And drag the month over here and make it as discrete. And one more thing, attribute. Go. That gives you the exact month over here, right? And now I want to get the month name. So here one that has to come as Jan, 2 means Feb. I want to get the month name in the next column. So here, as usual, create calculated field, giving the name as month name using the expression called date name. The date part, I'm passing the month within double quotes, and the second argument is date, order date. So calculation is valid and apply. Okay, just drag the month name over here, and here you get the month name like Jan, Feb, March, same thing, right? So it is as simple as that to write the coding in or to write the expression in Tableau. Fine. Now we will see how to create a parameter. Parameter is nothing but you are giving the control to the end user. I am going to create a parameter. So drag the subcategory. I'm going to drag the sales as usual. You will get the column chart and make it as ascending or descending. Going to swap it this time, make it as an entire view, right? And just going to label it. I want to create the parameter. So parameter in the sense, I'm going to give the control to the end user. Like if the end user wants to see the top 5 or top 6, he or she can make use of the parameter. To create the parameter, just go here, create parameter and giving the name as top n. Data type, I'm going with integer because it goes with 1 to 2. Giving the name as range. And the minimum is starting with 1. Maximum we have around 17 to 20 subcategories. Step size is nothing but how you want to increment, like 1 to 2, 2 to 3, like that. That is why I gave the data type like integer. Right? Okay. So my parameter is created. So here I have to bring it to the visual. So right click on the parameter, show parameter control, you get it over here, right? So nothing is changing in the visual because there is no connection between the parameter and the visual. That is why the visual is not interacting. So I'll have to make the connection. So just drag the subcategory to the filter, go to the top option by field and click on the drop down arrow. You can see your created parameter over here, top n. Top n is your created parameter. Just select that one and click on apply. So here we go. See, so this is what we wanted. So this is what the end user also wanted. He can make use of the parameter to control the visual. So by creating the parameter, we are actually giving the access or control to the end user. That is what it is. So here I'm giving the name as parameter. All right. So next we'll go with I want to display or corner. I want to see how each region have contributed to the total sale. I want to get the percent of total by each region, right? So for that, let me drag the region to the column and sales to the rows. This time we'll go with some other chart, packed bubble. So you get a bubble chart like this. Going to drag the sales to the label. You get it like that. Entire view. And I want to find or get the contribution of each region to the total sale. So this number I want to convert into a percentage. No formula or no expression required. Here, go to the sales label, click on the drop down arrow, quick table calculation, percent of total. It is as simple as it is and you get the percent of total. That's why Tableau is a low code business intelligence tool. Oh, right. Next thing, um, percent of total by region. So next sheet I'm taking and here I'm going with a quick table. So without any expression, we can find out the cumulative sales or the running total of each and every subcategory. Or if you want to rank the subcategory, anything is possible without any coding. Going to drag the subcategory over here. I'm going dragging the sales and here we can make it as ascending or descending. So how I can find out the cumulative sales or the running total using quick table calculation. So go here, click on the drop down arrow, quick table calculation, running total. You just have to select the option over here, we get it. So this is how my visual has changed. So it has accumulated each and every category sales and given me the total value. This is the total sale, that is 7,84,980. So without any coding or any expression, we have got it in just 1 second. This is running total. Now, we'll see how to create the dashboard with this basic charts. Let us give this name for this sheet, running total. Fine. So here to create the dashboard, this is the icon and this is for creating the story. So here I'm going to click the dashboard option. First and foremost, we'll have to make this size to the entire screen. And for that, go to the size option, click on the drop down arrow. Instead of the fixed size, we'll go with the automatic size. So these are the sheets which listed over here. This we have done, right? Now here, there are two types of layouts, tiled layout and floating layout. Tiled means the user will not have the control on the screen. Automatically it resizes. Floating means the user do have the control. For example, I'm in the tiled layout. I'm going to drag and drop the subcategory by sales sheet, and here I'm going to drag one more sheet. See, automatically it resizes and there is no blank spaces seen. In floating layout, what happens is the user will have to resize it. So I'll have to drag it over there. So user will have the control on the screen. Tiled means user will not have the control on the screen. For now, I'm going with the tiled layout. I'm going to drag the subcategory over here. I'm going to drag one more sheet, which is dimension, filter, and sales category and monthly trend. So for visuals, I have dragged and dropped it to the dashboard. So if I do not want this legends over here, I'm going to take it off. And this is a quick filter which came with the dimension. And this also I don't need it. I'm going to delete it. Right. So here you can see the show dashboard title. So since I haven't given one title, I'm just going to give the name as sales analysis. So it is going to come. Check that box. You can see the title over here. All right. Now, this is a quick filter which came with the dimension filter. So it is going to apply for all the sheets. So if it is not applying to all the sheets, what we can do here is select this box, go here, apply to worksheets, selected worksheets you can take. You can select the worksheets from here also. Sometimes by default it doesn't work, so you'll have to manually do it. Okay. Now, if I want to format this dashboard at once, go to the dashboard option, click on the format option, and here you can see the dashboard shading. If I want to give a uniform color, I can give. And dashboard title is sales analysis. If I want to make it as bold, we can make it as bold, and alignment center. And if I want to give one separate shading for that, we can give like that. Oh, that was dark, right? colors of your choice, and we can give one border option. Okay, and here comes the worksheet titles. Worksheet titles are these things. Subcategory by sales, dimension filter, sales by category, monthly trend. Okay, so here I'm going to make it as board. So here we cannot make it to the central alignment. Here I do not have the option. So what we can do here is double click on that and make it as a central alignment for rest of the sheets. Okay. So this is a simple dashboard which we have created to make it interactive. So if I want to make this interactive, we'll have to give the manual interactions over here. Unlike Power BI, this is not auto interaction. This is a manual interaction. Simple way of interacting the visuals in the dashboard is just select the visual. This is a quick fill. Use as a filter, right? Just select that one, and in all the visuals you can select. It is going to display when you click on the particular data point, it is going to display the selected numbers. So if I'm going with chair option, chair related to chairs, everything is going to interact. If you want to come out of that interaction, just click one more time. This is a quick interaction in the dashboard. We'll have to just enable this option over here. It is as simple as it is. So if we enable the options in all the visuals, it is going to interact with each other like this. So now we'll create one more dashboard. So this is the option. First and foremost, make it as an automatic size. And here I'm going to drag the parameter percent by. And if I want to make it interactive, go here, just select this option from here, select this option. It is going to make it as interactive. So dashboard title is here, and if we haven't given any title, it is going to come as dashboard 2. As usual, we can go here and format the title, dashboard title, worksheet titles, all and so on and so forth. Selecting this option. And worksheet title, I'm going with bold. And if I want a separate shading for that, you get a separate shading like that. All right. So this is all about a dashboard. And the next icon comes right after dashboard is story. From the sheet, we will take it to the dashboard. From the dashboard, we'll take it to the story part. This is the story. So here also, first and foremost, we will make it to the automatic size. All right, we'll just have to drag and drop the dashboard over here. Okay, so story 1. So if you want to give sample superstore analysis, take away the story 1, make it as a central alignment. This time I'm going with italic. Okay, and increase the font size, going with red color. Right? Now, going to drag and drop the dashboard over here. In the story part, we will not be able to edit anything on the visual. So from the sheet, we'll take it to the dashboard. From the dashboard, we'll carry it to the story. So sales analysis is my first dashboard, and second dashboard 2 is my second dashboard. Just drag and drop it over here. You get the two dashboard here. Just give the name as, if you want, we can give the name sales analysis and region by sales. Sorry, sales by region. Okay. And instead of the caption boxes, if we want as dots or numbers, for that we can go to the layout. This is the caption boxes. If you want it as a number, we can go with this, or dots or arrows. So up to the developer's choice how they want it. So story, if I want to format the story, go to story and format. Here we have the option default shading we can give. And here this is a navigator box. For that we can make it as bold, and if we want some other color, we can go with that. That is font, and make it as yes. And title is this one, sample superstore, and we'll make it to bold, and we'll give it as a, okay, border also we can give. So that's all about the story part, how we can format. So here it is going to interact as it did in the dashboard. Here we will not have that option, because in the story we cannot edit anything on the visuals. If I want to edit, I will have to go back to the dashboard and the sheet. That's all about the story. So here, under 1 hour, we will be able to learn Tableau in just minutes. Thank you.